Media content is the second of the four videos that I'm showing. First things first, the main concepts. Web syndication is a form of sharing website material to other sites. Podcast is a series of digital media files released episodically and downloaded through web syndication. Podcasts aim to make web feeds available to users as soon as they come because they are downloaded most often automatically. And they provide users interested in a certain topic with a show, a specialized show on it. It can be easily transmitted into other platforms, linked to social media, etc. It's very popular in the US. 27 million people have downloaded podcasts, and according to independent research and ESPN, 65% of users who regularly download podcasts are sports fans. According to USA Today, sports-related podcasts are the most downloaded podcasts in the United States. The AT&T and Williams podcast has been going on since 2008. AT&T and Williams have been alive since 2007, but their podcast only started until the second season of their deal. It's very visible in Facebook and Twitter, not very much in MySpace. But it's the podcast of AT&T and Williams is a weekly podcast of 90 minutes of duration, and it has 1 minute and 25 seconds of publicity of to AT&T. This can be seen little, but it has been super effective. You have the URL there in case you want to see more of this. The webisodes, in this case, we have one from Volkswagen and the MLS. It's another way of filling media content. This is, for example, one that was done by Volkswagen in 2008 in Road to the MLS Cup. This is a typical MLS mom that is driving to Los Angeles with some MLS players. It's a short episode, usually aired in internet television, but as I said, it's very easily shared among other platforms. And this was a success in YouTube, believe it or not, and it was a good way of showing the car and the sport together. Um, Microsites. This is this is a summary of the microsite of todosforrafa.com. You can see here Rafael Nadal swinging a racket, and users can get to upload their videos of them, swinging a racket, as you can see here. And it's a microsite that leads users to a Kia site in Spain and gives them access to sweepstakes, etc. It's very interesting to analyze what the Kia and Rafael Nadal has been doing together. They've been together now for 9 years, and it's an interesting thing to see. Online games is another way of filling out the media space, the internet space. This is a game of Chevy Cobalt. It kind of sucks, this game, so you have to be careful, but it can be cost effective. There is more information of developers in this slide. And, well, this is a score chart. This is what I was saying about how Volkswagen has leveraged very well their MLS sponsorship and how they are present in the international sections of the MLS site. Um, Something similar can be done by Kia, I don't know. And finally, ESPN, and it is important to keep an eye on the sports giant. Their podcasts have become niche among sports users. The most downloaded podcast in the world is the one by Buster Only, and this is something that you just want to be keep focused and have perhaps some media buys around. The third video is going to be activations around car sponsorships, but that's done in a